Hello my dear friends, a very warm welcome to all of you to day 6 of our SQL Pro challenge. Today is a super powerful day as today we are going to learn how to create reusable shortcuts using views. So you can think views like pre-cooked queries that you just serve again and again. There is no need to waste the time repeating the same code that uses join, group by and so on again and again. So you just have to create one view and reuse it forever. So let's begin, guys. So let's understand the syntax of the view, how to basically create a view. Before understanding the syntax, let's understand when we can use this view. So when you want to save a set of codes, okay, suppose you have written select, then you have given some column names, from, table name, join, where, group by, having, and so many codes. You have written it, okay. Now what? Now suppose there is a need to use the same code again and again. There is a need basically that you have to write these codes again and again. So why to write the same set of codes again and again? It is a simply wastage of our time, correct? So instead of writing these codes again and again, what we will do, we will simply save them as a view. We will give this code a name, okay, and this will go and get stored in our view section. Whenever we need it, we will simply call the name of our view and we can use it, and whatever be our purpose, it will fulfill that. Fine. So let's understand now what is the syntax of the view. For that, we firstly have to write create view. These are the words that we have to use. So we firstly have to write what? Create view, and then we have to give the name of the view so that we can call it whenever it's needed. Then we have to mention as, okay, what we have to do, create view, write create view, give the name of this view, and then write as, and then begin your code. Select, from, group by, whatever. Write your code, and this is it. Once you will run the whole code, your view will get saved under the view section. Now let's check it in MySQL Workbench. So first of all, let's enter in our database, which is online food delivery. Okay, now here you can see views written just below the table. Views are written. There is nothing inside these views right now, correct? Okay, so now we are going to create our first view, and this view will be called as customer total spend. Fine. So how to get the customer total spend? We know this very well as we have practiced so many queries related to this. So we can calculate the customer total spend by writing select and then customer ID, comma, customer name, comma, sum of price multiplied with the quantity as total spent. From which table? It is from customers table, and we have to join it with the orders table on the basis of where customer ID is equal to the orders table customer ID. And there is need to join it, okay, from it is, and we have to join it with the order details table as well. OD on what basis? So where orders table order ID is equal to the order details table order ID, and we have to join it with the menu item. Guys, if you are thinking this is going over my head, then I'll highly recommend to join our beginners SQL challenge. There I had explained every single concept step by step. So I will highly recommend to join that challenge first. But if you are understanding everything in this pro challenge and you are good with your basics, then there is no need to join the challenge. It's all your choice basically. Okay guys, now let's start it. So where we were, fine, we were joining the menu items, table M on what basis? So where order details table item ID is equal to the menus table item ID, and then group by customers ID as well as customer name. Fine. This is the way by which we can get the customer total spend. Let's run it. customer ID. So here we can see the total spent of our customers. Fine. Now question comes how to save it as a view, right? So to save it as a view, what we will do, we will firstly write here create view, and let's give the name. So let's give it customer total spend. Just copy it and paste here, right? And we have to write here as, right? This is it. Firstly, we have to write create view, then the name of this view, and then as. Now let's run it again. Now you cannot see any output window because it is saved as a view. And how to check whether our view is saved or not? View is simply a table. We have basically saved a table. Okay. So how to check? You have to refresh from here, and then in the view section, you can see the customer total spent view has been created. And you can see the table icon over here. Once you will click the table icon, you can simply see the customer total spent table that you have just created using the view. Alright. Now the question comes, how we can utilize it, how to reuse it. So let's take a scenario. Suppose you want to filter those customers who are big spenders. Okay, big spenders. And let's consider big spenders as those who are spending more than 1,000 rupees. Right? So how to filter those customers? So very simple. We simply have to now write select all columns, and from which table? So from this view table. Let's paste it, and now you have to simply mention the condition where total spent is greater than what? Greater than 1,000. This is it. Now let's run it. Okay. So here you have got your result. You don't need to write the whole code. We haven't written the whole code. We simply called our view, and our work is super easy now, right? Now let's create our second view, and here we will find the customer order count. Okay. So guys, we know how to create the customer order count. We have done this several times earlier, so I'm not going to write the code. We are only going to see how to create a view. So I'm going to simply paste my code that I have previously written to save your time. So this is the code to get the customer order count, right? Now how you will create the view? So for that you simply have to write create view and just give the name of this view as customer order count. Now write as. Fine. Now let's run it. So here after running and after refreshing from here, you can see your customer order count view or table has been created, and this is your customer order count table. Now check the use case. How can we call this view? So suppose you want to see the frequent buyers, all right, and frequent buyers are those who have ordered whose order count is greater than 5, correct? So for that, what you will simply have to write select star. Now from the table name is customer order count, where this total orders, okay, total orders are greater than 5. This is it. Now let's run it, and here you will see your frequent buyers, the customers who have total orders more than 5. Fine. Now let's see our third view. Now we are going to create a view for the most ordered items. Most ordered items. So instead of writing the code, I am simply writing create view most ordered item as. Now it's time to write our code. So this is the code through which we can get our result of most ordered items. See, this is our most ordered items, right? Hakka noodles. At first we did this, I guess in a beginner phase, right? So now, so in this video, we are only learning how to create the views. Now let's run it, and our view is created. When you will refresh from here, you can see your third view, which is most ordered item, has been created. Now let's see the table, and in this table here you can see item ID, item name, and the total ordered quantity. Now let's call this. How can you call? So suppose you want to see top 3 most loved items. So top 3 most loved items you want to check. How can you check? You simply have to write select all, or you can mention the name of the columns as well if you want to see some specific columns only. And then in the from, you have to mention the table that you have just created in the form of view. And then we want to see top 3, so we will write limit 3. Now let's run it. And here you can see your top 3 most loved items. Alright guys, so this is the way through which we can create our views. We simply firstly have to write the normal code to get the result, and then at the beginning we have to mention this sentence, which is create view and the name of the view, and mention right, through which we can create our several views here in this view section. Whenever you need it, you can simply call it. So this is it for this video for this day. Now I will give you tasks. You have to simply create the views, and you also have to add one use case on your own. I'm not going to give the use case. You have to write the use case on your own, where you will have to show that you are calling your created view, right? So let's end this video. So see you tomorrow guys with new concept and new queries. Till then, keep practicing. Take care. Bye bye.